Information about 10-year-old Jess Wilson, who disappeared in 2016. His remains discovered in the desert this past March.
And our 12 News I-Team is uncovering disturbing new details about Jesse's short life in a 400-page document.
For months, we fought to get the information released to the public. What we're learning is tough to believe, even as the little boy's death remains a mystery.
Team 12's William Pitts has this I-Team exclusive.
In those 400 pages, we're learning that Crystal Wilson was allowed to adopt Jesse and 2 other kids, even though in California, CPS had taken away 6 foster kids.
Those 400 pages are a log of every interaction the Department of Child Safety had with Crystal Wilson, dating back to 2013. DCS investigated a claim she had hit Jesse and was withholding food from the kids. DCS said those claims were unsubstantiated.
County Police, how can I help you?
Yes. My son has either climbed out the window, which he's done before.
But should Crystal Wilson ever have had Jesse and the other kids? Fast forward to the week after Jesse disappeared, the documents show DCS became aware Wilson was a foster parent in California and may have had kids taken away for neglect. The case officer asked Crystal about fostering those kids in California. She said there were 6, and all of them were reunited with family or placed with relatives. But Crystal couldn't remember their names. The documents show a space for follow-up action, things DCS needs to do before the next meeting. Starting in January of 2017, there's a note saying DCS should follow up with California authorities for any records they have and gives a deadline of February. That date keeps changing from February to March to the end of March to as soon as possible to immediately. The note to get California's records about Crystal Wilson stays there for at least 8 months. It finally disappears in November. California authorities allegedly said Crystal was withholding food from the kids as a punishment, the same thing she was accused of doing to Jesse. And remember that investigation back in 2013, the claim that Jesse was being abused and starved? There's a section at the beginning that asks specifically for any prior history in Arizona or other states or jurisdictions. The 6 kids allegedly taken away never appear there. This is just the latest revelation in these documents obtained by 12 News after a legal fight. Documents from DCS investigators that claim the kids were locked in their rooms, harnessed to the bed, not allowed to go to the bathroom, and a home with very little food and a refrigerator full of liquor. DCS says state law won't let them answer questions about how Crystal Wilson could have had 3 kids if she'd had children taken away before. And according to another note, Crystal Wilson still had a foster license. William Pitts, 12 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Will. Let's